Hi YouTube friends, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and I am here to show you how to make an aphrodisiac lover's tea. Now, we're also going to talk a little bit about the herbs in the tea and why they act as herbal aphrodisiacs. An aphrodisiac is basically something that helps support your body in its normal reproductive processes. That's the scientific definition of it, but basically it's something that gives you a little pizzazz in the areas of love. Okay, and this video is sponsored by my Herbally Accomplished course. These are short workshops where you can get things done fast on herbal aphrodisiacs, and that's this month's course. And it comes with a complete 50-page book. It comes with an herbal materia medica. It comes with an aromatic materia medica, because we talk about essential oils as well, and tons of recipes. We also dive into how herbal aphrodisiacs work. So that's where this recipe is coming from. You've probably made tea blends with me before. I have a large bowl, and that's what I like to use to blend tea. When I used to sell teas, I had a huge bowl, and I would blend my teas in a huge bowl and store those separately. But this is just for myself and my husband, so we're going to just use this size bowl. And here I've got a 1/4 cup measure. I'm going to use this as my part, all right? So I like to develop tea recipes in terms of parts, and your part can be small, like a 1/4 teaspoon or a teaspoon, or it can be huge, like a cup or a 2-cup Pyrex pitcher or something. But in this case, my part is going to be a 1/4 cup. And in that way, you can get the amount of tea blend that you want, and this is going to give me an approximate quart size. Okay, so the first thing we want here is to dig into the Damiana. Damiana is an herb that's native to Mexico, and it has some research behind it, but a long traditional use as an aphrodisiac. So Damiana, which is Turnera diffusa, the Latin name, is thought to enhance testosterone levels when used consistently over time. That's important for both men and women. It also is a euphoric, which means it lifts the mood. A euphoric herb makes you happy and joyful. So it has a tendency to be somewhat of an antidepressant herb, and I really love Damiana just for its taste and its smell. It's amazing. It's just such a beautiful plant. Damiana also safely stimulates the nervous system, not in a crazy caffeine way, but just helps it energize and keep going, and it can relax smooth muscles. So Damiana is the star player in this herbal tea for a number of reasons. As you can see, it's got lots of powers, and number two, it smells and tastes so good. I wish you could smell this. It's just such a lovely herb. I love this. So 1 to 2 parts of Damiana. I'm going to go heavy on the Damiana. In fact, I think I'm going to actually add another little scoop. That's how much I love this plant. It's really beautiful. Next up in this herbal tea blend are, of course, roses. So roses are like the quintessential aphrodisiac herb, aren't they? They are beautiful, number one. They smell great. The color is the color of love. And not only that, roses actually actively work on the heart, the physical heart, and also the energetic heart. They open the heart to love and happiness and joy, and physically they calm the heart. So its roses are just beautiful, and they also taste amazing and smell good. One caveat, please: if you are using rose petals, please buy organic rose petals, because these are some of the most heavily sprayed plants in the entire world. You don't want to use the rose petals that you get from a florist shop, for example. Please don't dry those and use them in your herbal preparations, because that's dangerous. You don't want pesticides in your tea. Roses also are very uplifting. Another one of the projects that we made or we're making together in this month's Herbally Accomplished course is rose potpourri made with rose petals and also rose essential oils. And there's a way you do that. And that's another project that we're making, but they just smell amazing. Smell and taste are very closely related to each other. And scent, when it comes to aphrodisiacs, is very important. Rose petals have thousands and thousands of years as as an effective use as an aphrodisiac. So roses are just amazing. Next up, we're going to go with 1/4 part of cardamom seeds, or here I've got the green pods. And these just smell amazing as well. I love cardamom. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I want to show you something. These are cardamom pods, okay? A lot of times in your herbal teas that you purchase, you'll just see them just like this. But one thing I like to do is I like to crush them. And so I'm going to grab my mortar and pestle here. So I'm going to go ahead and crush my cardamom pods in my mortar and pestle. And what that's going to do is release the little black seeds that are inside and just add a little bit more flavor to my tea. Give it a good whirl around here. There they come. They smell so good. All right. Yes, indeed. And now let me show you what they look like. You can see the crushed pods. Oh, I didn't pick up any seeds. Here we go. And then there's these little tiny, I don't know if you can see those, but black seeds in there. And they're just wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and pour those in. All right. Cardamom is in the tea mainly for flavor. It is a spice and it's very, it helps the circulation in that regard, but for this tea, primarily it's for flavor, plus its other health benefits. Ginger is next up, and we've got 1/4 cup of ginger root. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this spoon up. Ginger is in here because it helps to enhance the circulatory system. It's warming. And for those two reasons alone, it's a wonderful addition to an aphrodisiac preparation. It's also a synergizer, and that means that it helps to enhance the active ingredients in the other herbs that are in this formula. And I just love it for that too. So really thrilled to have my ginger in this. Alrighty, next up is black pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add probably about 1/8 of a cup of my black pepper pods. And these are hard little balls when you get them whole like this. So I am actually going to give them a good crush. You could actually use coarsely ground black pepper if that's what you wanted to. But I personally like to crush them in a mortar and pestle because the compounds inside are fresher, basically. And you can just, they just release, and you can just smell those volatile oils. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and dump my little bit of black pepper in there. And that's probably about 1/8 of a cup or so of my black pepper. Now, I'm going to go ahead and also add some cocoa. I'm going to add 1/2 part of my cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs are basically pure cocoa. And very, very powerful and wonderful. I love working with cocoa nibs. And cocoa is excellent for your brain, for cognition. It's excellent for energy. It increases circulation and blood flow. So cocoa nibs are wonderful in your aphrodisiac preparations. And you know, we always talk about roses and chocolate, right? Don't you wonder if there is some good history behind that? I personally think there is. Okay, and I'm just adding this next herb for myself. It's burdock root. It supports the liver. So it's completely out there. It's not really part of this preparation, but I am focusing on the liver right now. So pretty much I'm taking some liver herbs in everything I do just because I want to. It's not necessary. Now what you do is you, with your hands, just blend it up. Oh, and it's just such a beautiful tea. Oh my goodness. Yep, look at this. Oh, I love my plants. Isn't it gorgeous? That is just the most beautiful herbal tea blend. Now I'm going to go ahead and store it in a glass jar. I'm going to use a canning funnel because it's got a wide bottom. And I'm just going to go ahead and scoop my tea right into the jar for storage. Now to make my tea, what I'm going to use is about 2 to 3 tablespoons for a quart jar. if I want to sip on a quart throughout the day. If I just want to make a smaller amount, like a good 12-ounce cup, I like to use about 2 to 3 teaspoons. Okay, so then you pour your boiling water over it and you let it steep for, as long as you want, actually. Now, the longer you let herbs steep, generally speaking, the more bitter they get. So if you don't like bitter flavors or very strong teas, let it steep for a shorter period of time. Personally, I like steeping teas no less than 30 minutes, and that's just me, 'cause I like a strong tea. But if you were to let this even steep overnight, you're going to have a lovely, lovely aphrodisiac tea that's going to be super supportive of your body, primarily your heart and your nervous system and your brain, as well as hopefully helping with those testosterone levels. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this quick video and this aphrodisiac lover's tea. And maybe I should do a video on just in general aphrodisiac herbs. I think that might be kind of fun and interesting. We'll see. Okay, and I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for being here. Please subscribe if you like this video, and also hit the thumbs up if you liked it. And I have free gifts for you. Check the comments. I will have a link there where you can get a free present from me that I made for you. Or you can go to the description and see a whole list of ways to find me and how to keep in touch. And I hope to see you soon again. Thanks a lot. I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and so glad you're here.